The crosswalk sign blinked. Walk. Brennan Maxwell stepped off the curb like a man who had rehearsed his life. Charleston morning air, salt on it. Sunlight turning the harbor into glass. His suit sat perfect on his shoulders. His tie was straight. His smile was easy. Imara Johnson's hand was in his. Warm, familiar, steady. 24 hours, she said, laughing, like she was trying to make herself believe it all at once. That's wild. Brennan glanced down at her. It's our... Then Brennan stopped and watched the smile die when she saw his face. Brennan's eyes locked across the street. Imara followed his stare. On the opposite curb stood a woman. She held two little hands. One of the girls looked straight at Brennan and smiled. Mara's pulse jumped. Not because she understood, because she didn't. Brennan, her voice stayed calm, out of habit. Hey, what's going on? He didn't answer. His lips parted once. No sound. Mara stepped a little in front of Brennan without thinking. Protective instinct. She squeezed the twins' hands. Come on, babies. Brennan jerked forward, like the sound of her laugh had pulled him by the chest. Wait! Imara grabbed his sleeve. No, let's talk in the car, he said fast. Too fast? Please. Mara didn't move. The white lines of the crosswalk framed her feet like she'd planted herself there on purpose. No, she said. Quiet. Talk here. Brennan's jaw worked. Mara, please, please don't do this in front of them, she said. No greeting, no drama, just a boundary. Enough to scare her. Brennan, she said, still calm, because her mother raised her that way. Because Malik raised her that way. Because you don't lose yourself in public. Do you know her? He started. Imara watched Kamara go, and something in her chest went cold. Who is she? Mara asked. She's my past, he said. Imara's breathing stayed steady, but her eyes sharpened. And those babies? Brennan stared at her, like she'd asked him to name the ocean. I don't know, he said. The words landed wrong. They sounded like a lie. Brennan took a step. Imara grabbed his arm hard enough to stop him. Don't chase her like she's a mistake you can hide. His phone buzzed repeatedly. Tell me the truth right now, Imara said. Who is she? And why do those twins look like you? Brennan opened his mouth. Nothing came out. Kamara disappeared around the corner, taking the answers with her. They made it to the curb, like survivors of a car crash that didn't happen. Brennan guided Imara toward the black SUV, idling by the harbor, hand hovering near her elbow like he could steer this back into control. Imara let him walk beside her, not because she agreed, but because she refused to be dragged into a scene. Get in, Brennan said. Mara didn't. She faced him on the sidewalk, the breeze tugging her dress, the sun bright enough to make every lie feel louder. No, she repeated. talk here. Brennan's shoulders tightened. Imara, we're in the middle of downtown. That didn't stop your past from showing up in the middle of downtown, she said. His eyes flashed. Not anger, panic. He lowered his voice. Her name is Imara, and the twins, she said. Brennan rubbed his thumb across his palm, like he was trying to wipe away the memory of that smile. I don't know. I swear to you, I don't. Imara held his stare. Do not swear to me like that, unless you mean it. I mean it. A message from his assistant. Call me now. Another. Security says someone is posting photos. A third. We're getting tagged. You're thinking about optics, she said. Brennan shoved the phone in his pocket. I'm thinking about you. Mara's laugh came out short. No, you're thinking about headlines. You're thinking about your board, your sponsors, your father, because that's the world you live in. Brennan stepped closer. We can handle this. Quietly, Mara's eyes narrowed. Quietly means hidden. Quietly means I don't get the truth. He exhaled hard. Let's just get in the car. She looked past him, down the side street where Imara vanished. You were about to marry me tomorrow. His voice softened, trying for familiar. I still want to. Mara's gaze snapped back. You can't want me and hide a whole life at the same time. Brennan's jaw clenched. I'm not hiding. Imara lifted her hand, stopping him mid-sentence. Not dramatic, just final. Brennan, stop managing me. Okay, he said. Okay, we'll talk. They got into the SUV. The door shut. The outside world went muffled. Inside, silence turned heavy. Imara stared forward, hands folded in her lap, nails pressed into her own skin to keep from shaking. You knew her how? She asked. Brennan's grip tightened on the wheel. Years ago, before I moved here full-time. How serious? He hesitated. Too long. Imara turned her head. How serious, Brennan? He swallowed. Serious enough that I thought we were building something. Imara's heart thudded, but her voice stayed level. So why is she here with 2 babies? I don't know, he said again. And this time it came out rough. I didn't know she had kids. Imara's eyes stayed on him. Did you end it clean? Brennan's face twitched. We fell apart. That's not an answer. He glanced at her, and for a second his mask slipped. I left Imara. I left because everything in my life was on fire, and I told myself I couldn't carry anything else. You left, she repeated, and you never looked back. He didn't deny it. Brennan, his assistant said, voice tight. We have an issue. Someone posted a photo of you 2 at the Crosswalk, and there's a woman in the frame with kids. It's picking up. Brennan's eyes flashed to Imara. Handle, Tew? We're trying. But Your father is calling. The board chair is calling. PR wants a statement. No statements, Brennan snapped. Mara sat straighter. No statements? Brennan, this isn't a product recall. He cut the call off. For a moment, the only sound was the blinker clicking. Imara's phone rang. She glanced at the green Jasmine. She answered. Jasmine didn't say hello. Where are you? Imara's throat tightened. How do you? Don't do that, Jasmine said. I'm not dumb. Somebody sent me a screenshot, and your name is already in group chats. Tell me you're okay. Imara looked at Brennan. I'm breathing. What happened? Mara's voice stayed low. We saw someone. Someone with kids, Jasmine said. Sharper. Imara, listen to me. Do not let anybody make you feel crazy for asking for truth. You hear me? Mara's eyes stung, but she blinked it back. I hear you. Brennan kept his gaze on the road, jaw tight enough to crack. Jasmine's tone softened. Where are you going? Imara glanced at Brennan. He didn't answer. I don't know yet, Imara said honestly. Come to your dad's if you need ground, Jasmine said. Not Brennan's penthouse. Not his people. Your people. Imara's fingers tightened on the phone. Oh, hey, she ended the call and exhaled. Brennan finally spoke. I'm taking you somewhere quiet. Mara turned to him. You don't take me anywhere right now. You drive. I decide. His hands tightened on the wheel again, but he nodded. A board member texted onto the dash. No surprises. Brennan. Imara saw it, and her calm got sharper. Your world is already reacting, she said. So are my boundaries. Imara's face stayed calm. You better, because tomorrow isn't happening until I know what's real. Brennan's breath caught. Imara looked out the window, not at him. I'm not marrying a man. While his past can walk up with 2 babies, and he calls it an issue. Brennan's knuckles went white. Imara's voice stayed steady. We're not getting married tomorrow until I know the full truth. Brennan drove them to a quiet harbor overlook under live oaks. He shut off the engine and let the silence hang, like it could shrink what just happened. It didn't. Imara stayed facing forward. Brennan finally said, Say it. Imara turned slowly. Say what? Her name, he said. You want me to say it again? Imara's eyes didn't move. Yes, because I need to hear you own it. Brennan swallowed. Imara nodded once. And the twins? Brennan's mouth tightened. I don't know. Imara's voice sharpened. That sentence is doing a lot of work for you. It's the truth. The truth is, you don't know, she said. Or the truth is, you don't want to know. Brennan flinched. like she'd slapped him. "I want to know," he said. I didn't know she was pregnant. I didn't know she had kids. Imara, if I knew, you think I'd be standing there acting like that?" Brennan stared out at the water through the windshield. "Kamara and we were together for a while. It wasn't casual." Mara waited. Brennan's voice went quieter. "I thought I was going to marry her once." Imara's throat tightened, but she kept her voice level. "So, what happened?" Brennan's eyes flicked to her. "My life happened. My father's company was in trouble. I had investors calling, people expecting me to fix everything. Kamara wanted a normal life. I told her I could give it to her. I believed that. And then you left," Imara said, flat. Brennan looked down. "Yeah." Imara's chest rose with one controlled breath. "When you left, did you break it clean? Did you say goodbye? Did you make sure she was okay?" Brennan's jaw tensed. "I told her I couldn't do it." "That's not the same as making sure," Imara said. He closed his eyes for a second. "I was selfish. You were going to marry me tomorrow," she said, "with your past sitting inside you like a loaded gun." Brennan's eyes opened. "I didn't think it would ever come back like this." Mara's laugh was small and bitter. "The truth doesn't care what you think will come back." His phone buzzed again. Imara made him answer. Davenport's aide came through, clipped and urgent. The board had questions already. Brennan ended the call, jaw tight, like the future was being dragged into a conference room. Mara stared at him. "That's your father." "Yes, and he's already talking about the board." Brennan's voice went low. "He's worried about what?" Mara asked. "You or the company?" Brennan didn't answer fast enough. Imara's jaw tightened. "That's what I thought." Brennan started the car again, like movement would save him. "Let me find her. Let me talk to Kamara. I can clear this up." Mara's eyes sharpened. "Clear it up?" "Brennan, you don't even know what it is." Mara watched his hand. "You still had her number saved." Brennan didn't look up. "I never deleted it." Imara's voice stayed calm, but there was steel under it. "You kept a door, a wall." Brennan stopped scrolling. "No, I kept a memory." "I don't know." Imara exhaled, slow. "You see, this is why I can't trust anything you say when you're scared. You start rearranging words." Brennan's eyes flashed with frustration. "I'm trying, you're trying to get control back," Imara said. "That's different." He stared at her, chest rising. "What do you want me to do?" Imara's gaze didn't blink. "Tell me everything, every detail. No polishing, no trimming, no softening." Brennan nodded once. "Okay," he told her briefly that Kamara had been real to him, steady in a world that demanded he perform, and that when things got heavy, he left the wrong way and told himself she'd be fine without him. When he finished, she said, "So you didn't cheat. You didn't do anything on purpose." Brennan's shoulders eased a fraction, like he heard hope. Imara held up a finger. "Don't take that as approval. It's just facts." Brennan's face tightened again. Imara continued, "But you left. You didn't check. You didn't confirm. You didn't make sure your choices didn't create a life." Brennan's voice cracked slightly. "I didn't know." Imara leaned forward, eyes sharp. "You didn't know because you didn't want to know." That landed. Brennan looked away. Imara's phone buzzed. A text from her father. "Come home." Brennan saw her fingers moving. "You're going to Palik." "I need ground," Imara said, "and you need to hear truth from someone who isn't trying to marry you." Brennan's jaw worked. "Imara, please, don't make this bigger." Imara's eyes snapped to him. "Bigger than what?" "Bigger than two babies who look like you." Brennan went still. Imara's voice softened slightly. Not out of pity, but out of clarity. "Brennan, I'm not trying to destroy you. I'm trying to protect myself." Brennan's eyes watered for 1 second before he blinked it away. "I love you." Imara held his gaze. Love isn't the question. Truth is, they drove to her father's house as the sun climbed higher, and every mile felt like the wedding was slipping further away. Brennan stepped out first, like he wanted to show respect. Malik didn't move. Imara walked up beside Brennan and spoke before anyone else could. "Daddy, something happened." Malik looked at her, eyes steady. "I know." Brennan swallowed. "Mr. Johnson." Malik held up a hand, quiet, stopping him without disrespect. "Truth builds homes," Malik said, voice low. "Lies only build stages." Brennan's face tightened, like the sentence landed in his bones. Imara's eyes stung. Jasmine looked at Brennan. "So, you got words today? Or you still saving them for a press statement?" Brennan's jaw clenched. "I'm trying to find Kamara." Malik stepped down 1 step. "You find her," he said. "But you don't treat children like a rumor. You can manage." Brennan nodded. "Yes, sir." Malik's eyes didn't blink. "And you don't marry my daughter on a foundation you won't stand on." Mara exhaled. Mara saw the screen and felt her stomach turn. Mara stepped closer, voice calm but final. "You can't handle this quietly." Brennan's breath shook. Imara's eyes stayed on his. "You're going to choose truth or reputation." Imara didn't sleep that night. Not because she was crying, because her mind kept playing one moment on repeat. That smile, that little girl looking at Brennan like he was familiar in a way toddlers didn't fake. By morning, she knew something. If Brennan kept searching with his people, it would turn into a hunt. Security, phone calls that sounded like threats, even when they weren't. Imara refused to let another woman be cornered by a man's reputation machine. So she did it herself. Imara used a church daycare connection to reach Kamara quietly. One promise: no cameras, no lawyers, no Brennan. An hour later, Imara walked into a small daycare office and found Kamara already seated, posture still, eyes tired and guarded. "You're Imara," Kamara said. Imara felt heat rise in her chest. She pushed it down. "I didn't come to embarrass you." Kamara nodded once, like she was marking it. "Good." Imara sat across from her, hands folded. "I'm not here on Brennan's behalf," Mara finally said. "Those twins, are they his?" Kamara didn't flinch. "Yes." Imara's throat tightened, but she kept her voice calm. "Did he know?" "No," Kamara said. "Not because I didn't try. Because I tried." Kamara exhaled, slow. When he left, he stopped answering. "I told myself he needed space. I told myself he'd come back. I was young enough to think love fixes silence." Imara looked down for a second, then back up. "How long before you knew?" Kamara's eyes dropped to the folder. "Weeks. I missed a cycle. I felt sick. I went to the clinic. The nurse looked at me like I was about to fall apart and asked if someone was coming with me. Nobody came." Kamara continued, voice steady. "I called the numbers I had, straight to voicemail. I left messages. I sent texts. They never delivered." Kamara shook her head. "I mailed a letter to the company address he gave me once. Certified. I thought if it had to be signed for, it would land in someone's hands." Kamara's mouth tightened. "No." Kamara's eyes lifted, sharp. "Don't do that." Kamara leaned forward a fraction. "Don't talk to me like I was sitting on a secret because it was cute. I was pregnant and alone, and I was trying to tell him, but every path I used hit a wall." Kamara didn't soften. "Not yet." I stopped after a while because I realized something. If a man is unreachable on purpose, you can't drag him into fatherhood. You can only choose what kind of mother you will be. Mara's voice went quiet. "So you chose peace?" Kamara nodded. "I chose my babies. I chose a life where we weren't begging a man to care." A small sound came from the hallway. Little feet. The door eased open, and two toddler girls shuffled in, holding hands. Kamara's voice softened in a way it hadn't yet. "Come here." The twins walked closer and leaned against Kamara's legs, small bodies pressing into her like she was home. Imara's throat tightened hard. They were real, not a rumor, not a headline, not a threat. Two little lives who didn't know they'd stepped into a storm. Naya glanced up at Imara. "Hi." Imara's lips parted. "Hi, baby." Naya smiled, the same open smile from the crosswalk. And Imara felt something split inside her, hurt and empathy in the same breath. Kamara watched Imara's face carefully. "You see them," she said. "That's why I didn't want that scene. Not because of him, because of them." Mara nodded slowly. "He's been looking for you." Kamara's expression tightened. "Of course he has." Now, Mara swallowed. "He says he didn't know." Kamara's gaze stayed steady. "I believe he didn't know the details. I don't believe he was blind to the possibility. He knew he left a woman he said he loved. He knew he vanished." Imara's eyes lowered. Kamara continued, voice firm. "I'm not here to ruin him. I'm not here to steal anything from you. I'm here to raise my children. But don't let him pretend they don't exist. Don't let him turn them into a problem to solve." Imara's voice shook slightly. "What do you want?" Kamara's eyes stayed on her. "I want him to show up like a man, not like a brand. No checks, no deals, no agreements that make it look like he bought his conscience." Mara sat back, heart pounding. "If he wants to meet them, would you let him?" Kamara hesitated, and that hesitation told Imara everything. "On my terms," Kamara said, "in a safe place. No cameras, no lawyers, no threats. And if he can't do that, he can stay away." Imara nodded, swallowing hard. "I hear you." Kamara watched her. "What are you going to do?" Imara's voice went quiet and clear. "I'm going to pause the wedding." Kamara's eyes flicked, like she didn't expect that. Imara continued, gaze steady. "Not to punish him, but because I won't marry into a lie, and I won't stand beside a man while he tries to erase children to protect his image." Naya tugged Kamara's hand. "Mama, snack." Kamara's face softened. "In minute, baby." Mara stood slowly. "Thank you for meeting me." Imara took a breath. "One more thing. Did anyone from his world ever contact you? His father? His company?" Kamara's eyes narrowed. "No, just silence." Mara nodded. "Okay." She walked to the door, then turned back. "I'm sorry you had to carry that alone." Kamara held her gaze. "I didn't carry it alone. I carried it with God and my community. The kind that doesn't wait for a man to do the right thing." Imara's chest tightened. "I understand." Auntie Rochelle searched Imara's face. "You got your answer?" Mara nodded. "I did." Auntie Rochelle's tone went soft. "Now what you gonna do it?" Mara's voice stayed steady. "I'm going to stop a wedding." Mara didn't announce it online. She didn't call a journalist. She didn't turn her pain into a performance. She went home. Her mother's living room smelled like clean linen and Sunday mornings. Malik's Bible sat on the side table, like it always did, open to a page no one needed to read out loud for the lesson to land. Jasmine stayed by the hall, arms crossed, eyes sharp. Imara took one breath. "I'm calling the planner." Brennan's head snapped up. "Imara!" She held up her hand, stopping him. "Don't talk over me. His mouth closed. Imara hit dial. The planner answered on the second ring. Voice bright. Mrs. Johnson. We're finalizing the seating chart right now. Imara's voice stayed calm. We're pausing the wedding. Silence. What? The planner whispered, like the word itself was fragile. Imara's voice didn't shake. We're pausing it, not postponing with a new date. Pausing. Until I say otherwise. The planner stammered. Imara, the vendors, your deposit. Imara's eyes burned, but she blinked once and stayed steady. I understand. I'll handle it. Please just stop everything. When she hung up, the room felt like it lost oxygen. Brennan's chest rose. Imara, please, I can fix this. Imara looked at him. You can't fix it if you won't face it. His voice dropped. I will face it. I promise. Imara's eyes sharpened. Facing it doesn't mean you. It means them. Brennan flinched. Malik finally spoke. Calm. Heavy. Son, you love my daughter. Brennan nodded fast. Yes, sir, I do. Malik's gaze didn't move. Then you will not ask her to build a home on a secret. Brennan swallowed hard. I didn't know. Malik leaned forward slightly. Ignorance isn't always innocence. Sometimes it's comfort. That sentence hit Brennan like a weight. Imara's mother, quiet until now, stepped closer, tears held back. Baby, are sure. Imara's voice went soft, but firm. Yes, her mother's lips trembled. People will talk. Mara nodded. Let them. Jasmine let out a breath. That's right. Sponsor rep. We need to discuss the event. Board chair, call me immediately. PR led. We have to address the photo. Brennan's stomach dropped. They're already pulling out. Mara didn't flinch. Good. Brennan stared at her. Good. Imara, this is going to cost. It should, Imara said, voice calm. Truth costs. Lies cost more. Brennan's eyes went wet again. He blinked hard. I never meant to hurt you. Mara's jaw tightened. Intent doesn't erase impact. A call came through from the city event coordinator. Brennan answered. Voice clipped. Hello? The coordinator's tone was nervous. Mr. Maxwell, with everything happening, the mayor's office is concerned. The charity gala can't be attached to controversy. They're canceling. Brennan's face drained. You can't just cancel. We can, the coordinator said. And we are. The call ended. Brennan stared at his phone like it had betrayed him. Jasmine leaned toward Imara and whispered, You see? The moment it gets real, his world starts punishing him. Brennan lifted his head slowly. I'm going to them. Imara's eyes sharpened. Not to negotiate. Brennan shook his head. No. To meet them, you don't get to choose when responsibility becomes real, Malik said. It's real now, Brennan nodded, breath unsteady. Yes, sir. Malik's voice stayed low. So go be a man who shows up. He just said, I'm sorry, like he meant it. She simply nodded once. Brennan walked out of the house, and the sound of the door closing behind him felt like the wedding ending in real time. Mara's phone buzzed too. A cousin. Is this true? An aunt? Baby. Don't throw away a good man over old mess. A church sister praying for you. Don't let pressure make your decision for you. Her mother whispered, you don't have to answer everybody. Imara's voice was quiet. If I answer, I'll start defending my peace. Outside, Brennan stood in the driveway with his phone pressed to his ear, listening to voices that had never cared about his heart. His father's voice came through sharp and controlled. This is exactly what I warned you about. One public mistake becomes a story. Brennan's jaw tightened. It's not a story. It's two children. That's not what the market hears, Davenport said. You are getting married tomorrow. You do not let a crosswalk change the calendar. Brennan's throat tightened. The calendar doesn't matter if the truth is buried. Davenport's pause was short, cold. You will handle this my way. Brennan looked back at the house, at the window where Imara stood, silhouette, still. No, he said. The words surprised even him. Davenport's voice sharpened. Do you understand what you will lose? Brennan swallowed hard. I'm starting to... He ended the call. Brennan didn't go straight to Imara. First, his conditioning kicked in. He went to his office. In a glass-walled conference room, legal and PR slid a folder across the table. NDAs, private money, a misunderstanding. Brennan's stomach turned. When the meeting ended, Imara was already in the hallway, refusing to be lied to in boardroom language. She looked at the folder in the lawyer's hands and didn't ask what it was. She already knew. An NDA, she said. Brennan's face tightened. It's not like that. Imara's voice stayed calm, but it cut. You keep trying to manage people like a problem. You're reaching for control because you're scared. Brennan swallowed. I'm trying to protect you. Imara stepped closer. Protecting me would mean telling the truth, even if it makes you look bad. Not hiding children behind paperwork. His phone buzzed again. Davenport Maxwell. Brennan ignored it. Brennan stood. Get out. The room went still. The lawyer blinked. Excuse me? Brennan pointed to the door. Everyone, ow. The assistants moved fast. The PR lead looked offended, then afraid. The lawyer gathered the folder like it might burn him. Then he grabbed his keys. Brennan showed up alone. Brennan stopped at the doorway. Kamara's voice was flat. You came by yourself. Brennan nodded. Yes, She watched him. No cameras? He shook his head. No. Kamara's gaze didn't soften. No lawyers? No. She held his stare for a long beat, then nodded once. Kay, Brennan's throat tightened. Kamara. I didn't know. Kamara's eyes narrowed. That doesn't erase what happened. I know, he said, but I need you to hear me. I didn't know they existed. Kamara's jaw tightened. I tried. Brennan looked down. I believe you. That surprised her. Kamara's eyes flicked. You do? Brennan's voice went rough. Because I remember how you were. You didn't play games. Kamara's lips pressed together. You remember. After all that time, Brennan swallowed. I never forgot you. Kamara's expression tightened. Don't say sweet things. Sweet things don't raise children. Brennan nodded, accepting the hit. He said softly. Brennan's eyes went wet. He blinked it back. My name is Brennan, he said. I'm someone who knew your mom a long time ago. Naya's head tilted. You got eyes like me. Brennan's breath caught. Kamara's face stayed steady, but her fingers tightened slightly. Brennan forced a small smile. Yeah, we do, Nori whispered. Mama? Kamara lowered her hand and squeezed Nori's shoulder. I'm right here. He just stayed there, steady, learning the shape of them. Kamara watched him closely. You don't get to show up once and call it fatherhood. Brennan nodded. I'm not asking for one visit. Kamara's eyes sharpened. Then what are you asking for? Brennan's voice stayed low. A chance to be present. Kamara's laugh came out without humor. Present doesn't mean paying for things. I know, Brennan said. I can pay for things. That's easy. I'm asking for the hard part. Kamara stared at him. The hard part is consistency. Brennan nodded once. Tell me what you need. No cameras, she said. No posting. No showing up with your name in front of you like armor. You come like a man who means it. Brennan nodded. Kamara continued. You respect my home. You respect my time. And you don't treat my daughters like a problem to solve with money. Brennan's voice went rough. Whoa! Kamara's eyes stayed sharp. And you tell your people to stop hunting me. If I see a security guy near my street, you don't see them again. Brennan swallowed. Okay. Brennan stood slowly. Can I come again? Kamara's jaw worked. We'll see. Brennan nodded. Fair. He turned to leave, then stopped. Kamara. I'm sorry. Kamara's eyes held his. Sorry doesn't fix it. I know, he said, but it's still true. He left. Outside, his phone buzzed again. Davenport. This time, Brennan answered. Davenport's voice came in cold. Where are you? Brennan's eyes stayed on the community center door, with the people you didn't want connected to me. Davenport's pause was tight. You are making this worse. Brennan's voice sharpened. No, you're afraid of the truth. Davenport's tone stayed calm, which was always more dangerous. You're scheduled to speak to the board tonight. You will follow our plan. Brennan's jaw clenched. Your plan is silence. Davenport's voice dropped. My plan is survival. Brennan ended the call. He drove straight to Malik Johnson's house. Not because Malik invited him. Malik opened the door before Brennan could knock twice. His posture was calm. His eyes were steady. Brennan swallowed. Mr. Johnson, I'm not here to argue. Malik nodded once. Good. Brennan's voice was low. I met them. Malik's gaze held, and Brennan's throat tightened. They didn't know me. You don't get to choose when responsibility becomes real. Malik said again. It's real. Your suit doesn't change that. Brennan nodded, shame hot behind his ribs. I want to do this right. That's the first right thing you've said, Malik replied. Now do it. Consistently. Brennan's phone buzzed with a text from the board chair. Attendance required. Tonight, Brennan stared at the screen, then looked at Malik. Malik's voice stayed calm. A man who fears losing everything has to decide what everything is. Brennan exhaled, slow, for the first time. The enemy wasn't Kamara. It wasn't Imara. That night, Brennan sat alone in his office after everyone left. Lights low, city outside darkening. He wasn't thinking about the board speech. He was thinking about Kamara saying, I tried. He opened his laptop and pulled up old files he hadn't touched in years. Emails, legal drafts, notes from meetings when he was drowning, and let other people steer. He searched Kamara's name. At first, nothing. He called his assistant. Voice tight. I need everything from 5 years ago. Anything with Kamara Freeman's name. Any mail log. Any legal note. All of it. There was a pause on the line. Brennan, why now? Because I'm tired of not knowing, he said. And because 2 little girls are paying for my ignorance. Minutes later, his assistant arrived with a thin box, like she didn't want to touch it. This was marked closed, she said. I didn't even know it existed. Brennan flipped through old mail logs and found the entry again. Certified letter received, signed for at headquarters. He traced the signature with his finger. The handwriting was familiar in a way that made his stomach tighten. It matched the signature Davenport used on internal approvals. He looked up. Who handles certified mail? Addressed to me. His assistant's face went careful. Your father's office. Always. Brennan's chest tightened. Did anyone tell you to keep this from me? She swallowed. I was told it was sensitive, that you didn't need it, that it would distract you. Who told you? Brennan asked. She didn't say Davenport's name. She didn't have to. Brennan's phone buzzed again. Board chair this time. He answered without greeting. Brennan, the chair said, clipped. We need to know what is happening before markets open. Brennan's voice stayed steady. What's happening is my life isn't clean. And pretending it is won't make it clean. A beat of silence. The chair's tone cooled. Are you planning to make a public statement? Brennan looked down at the receipt again. I'm planning to find the truth. That's not what I asked, the chair said. Brennan's jaw tightened. I won't lie to protect us. The chair exhaled. Then be prepared to lose your position. He hadn't known about the twins, but someone had known enough to erase them. Inside were scanned documents, a certified mail receipt, a signature, not his, a date from years ago. The letter had been addressed to him. Attention, Brennan Maxwell, company headquarters. Signed for, received, processed. Brennan's throat went dry. He clicked deeper. A memo from legal counsel, dated 2 days after the letter arrived. Subject, personal matter, handled. The words made his stomach turn. Brennan scrolled further and found a payment record, small enough to hide in budgets, labeled consulting resolution. It wasn't signed by him. It was authorized under an executive code he didn't use. He stared at the screen, heart pounding. Someone had been here. Someone had taken camera's attempt to reach him and buried it. His phone buzzed. Davenport. Davenport sat behind his desk, fingers steepled, face calm. He didn't look surprised to see Brennan. You're late, Davenport said. What is that? Davenport asked, not reaching for them yet. Brennan's voice was low, controlled. Proof. Davenport finally looked down. His eyes scanned the receipt, the memo, the payment line. His face didn't change. That was the most terrifying part. You signed for her letter, Brennan said, voice tight. Or someone under your authority did. And you let me live my life like those kids didn't exist. Davenport's tone stayed smooth. I protected you. Brennan's jaw clenched. You protected a logo. Davenport leaned back slightly, like he was explaining a business lesson. You were building something bigger than your feelings. The company needed stability. Investors needed certainty. A scandal would have destroyed everything. Brennan's eyes burned. Those children aren't a scandal. Davenport's gaze stayed cold. In our world, everything is a story. And stories have consequences. Brennan's hands curled into fists. So you buried it. Davenport's voice stayed calm. I handled it. Brennan's breath shook. You didn't even tell me you were unstable then, Davenport said, as if describing weather. You were overwhelmed. You would have made emotional decisions. I made the rational one. Brennan laughed once, sharp and bitter. Rational? You stole my chance to be a father. Davenport's eyes narrowed. You're a leader. Leaders sacrifice personal mess for public responsibility. Brennan leaned forward, eyes hard. No, leaders protect people, not paperwork. Davenport's mouth tightened. If you go public, you will lose your board seat. You will lose deals. You will lose the reputation that keeps the company alive. Brennan stared at him. Brennan's voice went quiet. I'm already losing. Davenport's eyes hardened. Then choose. Brennan straightened. I am. He gathered the papers, not shaking, and walked out. He hadn't known about the twins, but he had known he left Imara wrong. Now he knew who buried the truth, and the next decision would cost him. Brennan didn't wait for the board to remove him. He walked into the boardroom the next morning with a calm face and the printed proof under his arm. Men in suits looked up like they were watching a verdict approach. Davenport sat at the end of the table, expression unreadable. The board wanted assurance he could contain it. Brennan set the proof on the table. Certified mail signed at headquarters, a memo marked handled, and a payment record he never authorized. The room shifted. Davenport stayed calm. Davenport's face stayed calm. The chair looked up slowly. Davenport, is this accurate? Davenport's voice was smooth. We were protecting the company. Brennan's jaw clenched. You were protecting a story. A board member leaned forward. Brennan, regardless of how we got here, you are here now. We need to know what you will do next. Brennan met the room's stare. I will tell the truth. The air changed. The chair's tone hardened. That will cost us. Brennan nodded. It will cost me, too. Another member shook his head. You're choosing sentiment over strategy. Brennan's voice stayed calm. I'm choosing responsibility over reputation. The chair stared at him. If you do this publicly, you will lose your seat. Brennan's answer came fast. Then I'll lose it. Davenport's eyes sharpened. You're throwing away everything I built. Brennan turned to him. You built an empire. You didn't build a son who knows how to be a father. That's on both of us. Davenport's mouth tightened. You're making yourself the hero now. Brennan shook his head. No, I'm late. I'm accountable. And I'm done pretending. The chair exhaled. If you insist on going public, we will begin removal procedures. Brennan nodded once. Understood. In the hallway outside the boardroom, Davenport caught up to him, fast enough that the assistants pretended they didn't see. Davenport's voice stayed low. You embarrassed me in there. Brennan turned, face calm. You embarrassed yourself years ago when you chose image over children. Davenport leaned in, eyes cold. If you do this, you won't just lose your seat. You will lose the inheritance. You will lose access. You will lose doors. Brennan met his gaze. Then I'll learn to build without your doors. Then he turned and headed toward Imara. Control was his habit. Respect had to be his choice. So he texted, simple. Can we talk? No pressure. I'm outside. Imara replied 5 minutes later. Come. Quiet. Brennan walked up the steps like a man approaching church, not a negotiation. Imara watched his face. You look different. Brennan nodded. I found something. Imara's eyes narrowed. What? Brennan told her. Plain, without drama. About the letter, the memo, the payment, the signature. Imara listened, face tightening, then going still. When he finished, she let out a slow breath. So someone knew. Brennan's voice was low. Yes, Imara's mouth tightened. That makes me angry. Brennan nodded. You deserve to be. Imara's eyes stayed sharp, and you didn't know. But you also didn't fight for answers back then. Brennan didn't argue. You're right. Imara studied him. So what do you want now? Brennan's voice stayed clean. Let me be present, not as a headline, as their father. Imara's gaze held. Being present isn't showing up when you feel guilty. I know, Brennan said. That's why I'm asking for terms. Imara's eyes flicked. Terms? Brennan nodded. Tell me what consistency looks like for you. I will follow it. Imara's voice stayed firm. You show up on schedule. You do pickups when you say you will. You learn their routines. You don't get bored when it stops feeling dramatic. Brennan's throat tightened. Okay, Imara continued. You do not bring your father near my children. Not until I say otherwise. Not ever if he can't respect them. Brennan nodded. Agreed. Imara's eyes narrowed. And if the world starts circling us, you shield us. You don't hide us. Brennan's voice went low. I will. Imara watched him for a long beat. Then she nodded once. We'll start slow. Brennan exhaled, like he'd been holding his breath for years. Thank you. Imara didn't smile. Don't thank me. Thank your daughters with your actions. Brennan nodded. I will. He left Imara's home and drove to Imara. Not to beg, not to perform, to be honest. Brennan stood on the porch, hands open at his sides. I'm not here to pressure you. Imara studied him. Then why are you here? Brennan's voice stayed steady. Because I love you, and I will not ask you to stand beside a lie. Imara's throat tightened, but she kept her face still. Go on, Brennan swallowed. I didn't know about the twins, but someone did. My father buried it. Imara's eyes sharpened. And you, Brennan nodded once, owning it. I left Kamara wrong. I ignored signs because my life was loud, and I wanted quiet. That's on me. Imara's gaze didn't soften yet. What are you going to do? Brennan's voice was low. I'm going to tell the truth publicly. I may lose my position. I'm prepared for that. Mara held his stare. And the wedding. Brennan's breath shook. There is no wedding tomorrow. Not until truth is the foundation. I'm not your punishment, she said. I'm not your cover. Brennan nodded, eyes wet. I know, Mara continued, voice calm, boundaries sharp. If I'm in your life, it will be with truth, not as a reward for pain, not as a prize you win after you fix your image. Brennan's voice cracked. I don't want you as a prize. I want you as my partner. But I won't ask you to carry what I broke. Imara stared at him for a long beat, heart warring with self-respect. Finally, she said, go do the right thing. The hard way. He stepped back, but she loved herself enough to demand truth first. The board hearing was scheduled like a punishment. A long table, microphones, neutral faces, reporters outside the building, even though it wasn't advertised, because Charleston didn't keep secrets when money was involved. Brennan walked in alone, no entourage, no smile, just a man with the decision. Imara was not in the room. That was part of the terms. But Brennan knew she would hear what happened by nightfall. The chair called the room to order. Mr. Maxwell, before we begin, you need to understand the implications of what you say today. Brennan nodded once. I understand. Davenport sat at the far end of the table, expression calm, like this was a strategy meeting and not a family fracture. A board member leaned forward. We are here because your personal life has created a public concern. The company's partnerships are at risk. We need clarity. Brennan took a breath. He looked at the board, then toward the glass wall, where he could see the outlines of people waiting outside. He spoke into the microphone, voice steady. I'm not here to spin, Brennan said. I'm here to tell the truth. The room shifted. Brennan continued. Years ago, I had a relationship with Imara Freeman. I left in a way that was wrong. I didn't know she was pregnant. I did not know I had twin daughters. A murmur moved through the room like wind. Imara's chest tightened. Brennan's eyes stayed forward. But not knowing does not erase responsibility. Those children exist. They are my daughters, and I will be present in their lives. Brennan's voice stayed calm. I'm acknowledging humanity. They're not a rumor. They're not leverage. They're children. Brennan added, I won't allow them to be hidden for the sake of comfort. Not mine. Not the company's. The chair's tone sharpened. This is going to create backlash. Brennan nodded. Then I will carry it. He paused, then said the sentence that cost him. If the company cannot survive truth, Brennan said. Then I shouldn't be leading it. Silence hit. A board member whispered, "You're resigning?" Brennan's eyes didn't move. "If that's what it takes to stop this from being buried again." Yes. The chair's face went pale, then hard. "We can vote on removal immediately." Brennan nodded. "Do it!" Davenport leaned forward, voice cold. "You're doing this for show." Brennan turned slightly toward him. "No. I'm doing this because you taught me to hide. And I finally learned that hiding doesn't make you clean. It makes you empty." Davenport's eyes flashed, but he didn't speak. The chair spoke, tight. "Very well. We will proceed." Hands raised. Votes counted. Brennan watched the numbers land like they were weather. Removal, resignation, consequence. He didn't flinch. When it was over, the chair cleared his throat. "Mr. Maxwell is no longer seated on this board." A sponsor representative stood. "Our partnership is under review," he said. Voice clipped. "Effective immediately. We are pausing funding." Brennan nodded, like he expected it. Mara's breath caught. The cost was real, not sentimental, not symbolic. He spoke one more time. Voice steady. "I'm stepping away from my position because I refuse to let 2 children pay for adults protecting an image. I will be present, not in headlines, in their daily lives." He didn't say more. He didn't plead. He walked outside. Cameras flashed. Questions flew. Brennan didn't answer them. He walked straight to Imara. Mara didn't run to him. She didn't collapse into romance. She simply held his gaze. Eyes glossy, jaw set. "You did it," she said quietly. Brennan's voice, "Whoa." "It cost," Imara nodded. "It should." Brennan swallowed. "I'm sorry for what I put you through." Imara's voice stayed calm. "I'm sorry for what those babies went through." Malik stepped closer, gaze steady. "A man's name isn't what he owns," Malik said. "That's what he carries." Naya tugged her shirt. "Mom," Kamara looked down, then back at the screen. For the first time, she didn't feel like he was performing. She felt like he was choosing. Kamara typed one message to Brennan. "We start slow. Tomorrow 5 p.m. No excuses." Brennan read it and exhaled like he'd been given a road. A small door had opened. Imara didn't answer, but her hand pressed briefly to her chest, like she was holding herself together while something inside her softened. Slow, cautious, earned. Brennan didn't stop. He only said one sentence without turning around. "They're going to be loved with consistency." Then he kept walking. 3 months later, Charleston didn't feel as loud. Not because people stopped talking, because Brennan stopped living for their noise. He pulled into the daycare parking lot in a plain shirt, no tie, hair slightly messier than the boardroom version of him. He checked the time twice, not because he needed to, but because he refused to be late for these girls again. Naya came out first, pink bow crooked, backpack almost bigger than her. Brennan knelt on the pavement the moment he saw them. "Hey, y'all," he said softly. "You came," she said. Brennan's throat tightened. "I said I would." Naya held out her shoe. The strap had come loose. Brennan smiled. Gentle. "Okay, let me fix it." Nori stepped closer, holding her bunny out like she was offering approval. Brennan touched the bunny's ear lightly. "Hey there." Nori didn't smile, but she didn't step back. Across the lot, Imara stood a few steps away, arms relaxed, watching. Wasn't clinging to Brennan. She wasn't pretending the past didn't happen. She was witnessing the only apology that mattered. A routine. Brennan glanced up at her. "You okay?" Imara nodded, voice quiet. "I'm here. 5 minutes, she said. "They need a snack before we go." Brennan stood. "I packed one." Imara leaned against the counter and watched him for a long moment. Brennan caught her gaze. "I'm not asking anything from you," he said quietly. Imara's voice stayed calm. "Good." Brennan nodded. "I'm just grateful you're still in my life." Imara's eyes softened, but her boundaries stayed intact. "I'm in your life because you chose truth. Don't make me regret it." Brennan's answer was simple. "I won't." Malik stepped closer, hands folded, voice low, so it didn't turn into a sermon. "Love that won't lie," he said. "Is love that will last." And for the first time since the crosswalk, peace didn't feel like something she had to fight for. It felt like something they were building. Brennan pointed to a picture in the book and made his voice soft. "The bear found his way home," he read. Naya yawned. "You gonna tomorrow too?" Brennan didn't look at Kamara for approval. He looked at Naya. "Yes," he said, "tomorrow. And the day after. And the day after that." Brennan didn't reach for her hand. He just stood beside her. Imara spoke first, not rushing anything. Brennan nodded, not asking you. Imara looked at him, eyes steady. "If we ever try again, it's slow, it's honest, and it's never at the expense of those girls." Brennan's voice was quiet. "Agreed. Good night, Brennan." "Good night, Imara," he said. No promise, no pressure, just truth. Finally living in the open.